I'm so happy to be here with you guys, connecting with universal law, because it was a huge game changer for me in my life when I started to shift my thought patterns and how to live a more whole and full and vibrant life. This was a big thing for me, so I'm excited to share that with all of you today. And if you're new to my page and you're like, well, who are you? So my name is Amie Barsky, and I'm a self-love and empowerment coach. And basically, I guide people back to self-love. It's something we are all born with. And so often with our environment, our circumstance, situation, we lose touch with that as we go into our adulthood. So I do this through subconscious reprogramming with my clients. And I basically give you that space to release past trauma, to release any limiting beliefs, to reconnect to your subconscious mind and get back into clarity, get back into confidence, and restoring your self-worth and your value so that you can live a vibrant and beautiful life. So yeah, there we go. So that's what we're talking about, everyone. Universal law and how that works with the subconscious mind and how we can really live our fullest life. So like I said, this is chat number 5. And today we're talking about the law of cause and effect. Cause and effect. Thank you so much. Michelle says you're such an inspiration. You are too, my sister, and I cannot wait to come to New York and have an incredible event together. I'm so excited. Guys, we're coming to New York. Soul Society is coming to New York. So excited. Okay, back to this conversation. Law of cause and effect. So nothing happens for a reason. Nothing happens out of chance. Nothing happens because it just magically happened. It's cause and effect. Everything has a reaction or a consequence to what has been done. So it's reap what you sow type of thing, right? It doesn't just happen. It happens because something else was the cause. So we have a cause, like I didn't put gas in my car, therefore my car didn't start because it was on empty. The effect, okay? Everything happens for a reason. Every action you take has a consequence, which will produce the results in your life. And it goes also for inactions, right? When we don't do something, we also have results in our life. If we don't do what we know could possibly bring us to that next step, that next higher consciousness and vibration. So thinking about what that is, it works the same for everyone. The law of cause and effect is the same for everyone across the board, and it works every single time. So look around you. Look at your life. What's going on? What do you see is the direct result of an action that you took that happened in your life? So maybe you went to the gym today and you feel really good. You feel strong, you feel grounded, you feel like, healthy and vibrant in your body, in your mental space, because clarity comes there as well. Okay? Maybe if you eat poorly, your body is not going to function at its optimal best, and therefore you're not going to feel good. You're going to feel a little lethargic. You're going to feel lazy. You're going to feel low energy, and things aren't running efficiently in your body. Maybe you are up to your eyeballs in debt. I have been there. Not fun, okay? Maybe it's because you're out there spending too much money. Your spending habits are just out of control. And I think I was doing that in my days of depression. I was trying to fix things. So I would go out and shop and be like, that retail therapy doesn't work, guys. Doesn't work, okay? And then lastly, maybe your relationship is in turmoil. Well, what are you putting into it? What kind of time and energy and effort are you giving those relationships in your life? Showing love and affection to those that you care about, they'll probably return it, okay? And if you're not, if you're being harsh or, just feeling like you're not, maybe you're in a bad place in your mental space, therefore you're projecting it out, and therefore that's kind of what you're going to receive back. So I really need to clarify, though, that this is not the same law as law of attraction. So please don't confuse those two laws, okay? Don't confuse those two. It kind of can be easy to do that. So let's clarify that even more. This law is about what you put out has the result of what you bring in, okay? Again, we've got back to the proverb, you reap what you sow. And I like how Dr. Isaac Newton puts it in his law of motion, which states, for every action, there is an equal or opposite reaction. For example, if you were to jump off of a building, okay, there's your cause. The effect is you're going to land on the ground, and the chances are you'll probably get hurt. So the effect is that you will fall. Now, this is a very extreme example, but it serves the illustration. It really gets you to the point in mind, right? If I jump off a building, I'm going to fall. The possibility of me getting hurt is big. My cause, my effect. So let's look at it from a business aspect. Perhaps you have a business running right now and it's doing really well and you're super excited about it, it's successful and it feels good. That's a nice problem to have, right? So, well, what happens when your business is doing so well that you need to hire help, right? Your customer service, you need more help with your productivity, or producing the product out there, whatever it might be. And if you're not going to hire someone, then your business is going to somehow shift in one way or the other. So because you have more customers, you need either to make more inventory or whatever that might be, and maybe you can't physically handle it. At this point, you have to make a choice. I need to either hire someone or let it ride out and just see what happens, okay? So here's the deal. Many of us, there's unknowns when we're hiring someone. We're like, I don't know what's gonna happen. But we can go on all day long about the pros and cons of that. It's just a scary situation to be in, but the reality is you have to make a choice. And however you do decide, that's ultimately how your business is gonna go. So you've gotta make really good choices in that field. And it doesn't matter what choice you make, you just have to do it, and the effect is the result of that decision. So it's fairly simple. Same holds true for personal relationships, right? If I treat my friends like crap, then guess what? They're probably not gonna wanna hang out with me anymore. But if I treat my friends with respect and compassion and empathy, then those are people I'm gonna draw closer into my life and have better relationships with. And therefore, there's the cause and effect again. It's a beautiful exchange. And that's what we're looking for in life, to have a beautiful exchange, to really live in a place of peace within ourselves, knowing that we are showing up to the best version of us. And then, people then get to decide, right? We can't have control over what other people do. We can only control what we do. So let's make it work for you. So this is a very magical law. It really is. By definition, this law it's successful, okay? You're successful in your business, your relationships, whatever you want to be an expert at or exert your time in, you're bound for success. There's just really no way around it if you actually apply. So let's take a deeper look. Like maybe you want to be super successful in your business and you've chosen this field, and then I encourage you to study the people who have already been successful in this business, right? Study the people who have already achieved where you want to go. Maybe they're a mentor for you, or they inspire you. They're like your hero, that's someone you can look up to, and you want to copy them in a space of being authentic to who you are, but really following in their lead or following in their footsteps. Excuse me. So maybe it's like reading the books that they read, studying the same courses, maybe having the same belief system of how their business is run and how it works. The actions they take, the things they spend their time on, how they spend their money. We could go on all day long, but it's, you bring your own authentic self into it, but yet you're following this formula that is already proven for success. So yeah, it's really, it's blueprint. It's a beautiful blueprint for us to follow. And if you follow the law of cause and effect, hi Matt, thank you so much for watching. And you emulate what they did, you're bound to have results. You're bound to be successful. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to happen overnight. It's not, taking a magic pill and all of a sudden, poof, you have success. It's just taking that time, putting in that energy and that effort. And if you feel that things aren't moving, just keep going and really navigate what path you're taking that is in alignment. Because if you're going and things aren't succeeding for you, maybe there's a missing piece. Maybe something fell out of alignment and you just need to get it back in. It's really important that you get that blueprint in alignment with who you are, what you want, and follow it so that you can reach the success you're looking for. Let's see. Kuma says, lots of love and affection from India. Hi, thank you for joining us from India. Wow, I had an incredible experience there in India, and I taught an incredible yoga retreat there, and it was just so beautiful. So always dear to my heart, and I will be back. I promise you that much. So let's talk about how we can really, I'm going to give you 3 points to walk away with today, that you can really live in the law of cause and effect to your highest vibration. So first, determine the cause and effect in the areas you wish to succeed, right? If you want to succeed in your relationship or your business or your health, what area are you looking to really succeed? And identify that. And then identify the things you will need in order to actually have the results. Right? So in your business, maybe it's, again, really writing out an outline of how you want to succeed in that business and what that looks like for you in a month, in a 3-month plan, like a quarterly plan, a yearly plan, a 3-year plan, a 5-year plan. These are all important things that you can plan out. Of course, having the mindset that things might, flex, things might shift in different ways, and that's okay too. Here's another one. You really need to, it's so crucial that you understand who you are as a human being, who you are and what your work ethics are. Know your commands, know your triggers, and this is the inner work that I do. This is the subconscious work that happens, because when we know that, oh my gosh, that thought came up that I'm not worthy, or I'm not successful, that's just a trigger from the inside. It's a command from the inside that happened way long ago. You're aware of it. It's at the forefront. You're like, yeah, I hear you, but it doesn't mean I have to listen, right? I hear you, but it doesn't mean I have to listen. That's an old command. It no longer exists. And that's what we do in that subconscious work. We get rid of all that crap that's not serving us anymore. And, really know your core values and your beliefs, your belief system. That's so important, so that your business, your ethics are in alignment with your business. And this is really important to understand the law of cause and effect. And then massive action, taking massive action. And I don't know, massive is a big word, but it's big to however it's your interpretation. I think of it as a big word. You might go, oh, okay, massive's not that big. Maybe ginormous is a big word for you, bigger than massive, So taking massive action means making decisions and then focusing on those decisions. Doing the things that other people have done that are proven to success, and just keep doing them, okay? Remember that when you want to go where you want to go, where people, the challenge is that we don't want to do the work, or we feel like the lack of knowledge, of information. Well, that's where the study comes in. That's where the homework comes in. That's where again, following the footsteps, go to that blueprint of what that person used that you're looking up to. And what most people don't have, okay, it's because they're in a place of fear, and they're moving from a place of scarcity. And you must do what most people won't do to get past this, which is start. You've got to start. We have to start. Everyone has to start somewhere. And I remember when I launched my online course, and I was like, oh my gosh, what on earth am I doing? And so many times I was like, I don't know, everything's up in the air, and it doesn't feel right, and I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. But the reality is I did, because I had my blueprint. I had my outline of exactly what I wanted, and I was just in my head sometimes, and those negative triggers came up, those beautiful commands, and I'm like, hey, you know what? You're gonna have a seat right now, because I feel you, I hear you, doesn't mean I have to listen to you. And then really I had to start again. I'm like, okay, just get back on the horse and just keep going one day at a time. And then I had success. I launched the course, and I'm very, very happy with it. So I love to also think about something my other girlfriend says. She says, faith it till you make it. Have faith. And I know there's that saying out there, fake it till you make it. You can have your opinion about that. But faith, have faith in you, yourself, and believe that anything is possible. Believe that you deserve it, because that inner light that's telling you, hey, go in that direction, hey, do that, your intuition is telling you, and that's something you need to follow. You need to follow it. It's so important that you just believe in it, and then you start speaking it, okay? You have to speak it out loud. You have to share it with the universe. And I'll share a story that I heard that Dr. Wayne Dyer had with a man many years ago. This guy was interested in becoming an international inspirational speaker. So he asked Wayne Dyer, he said, hey, Dr. Dyer, I want to be an international inspirational speaker. What should I do? How do I achieve this? And Dr. Dyer looked at the guy and he said, you know what? Tell people you're an international inspirational speaker. And the guy looked at Dr. Dyer and he's like, no, I'm sorry. I think you're confused. I'm not an international inspirational speaker yet, but I want to be one. How do I do that? And he said again, tell people you're an international inspirational speaker. And again, the guy was like, well, no, I'm not an international inspirational speaker. And I want to be one, but if I tell people I'm one, that makes me a liar. So what do I need to do to become this international inspirational speaker? And he goes, no, you're not a liar. You're a prophet. And the light bulb went off in the guy's head, and he was like, So he went around telling everyone, hey, I'm an international inspirational speaker. I'm an international inspirational speaker. I'm an international inspirational speaker. And guess what happened? Today, he's an international inspirational speaker, right? So he spoke it out into the universe, and he started following a blueprint of what he felt would work best for him with his mentor, and lo and behold, success was had. So sometimes taking action just means believing first, believing and then moving into that space, because that you can do, have, or be anything that your heart desires. And then preserve in a space of your ethics, right? The truth of who you are, stay in alignment with that, and then persevere by taking actions that might be a little scary, that might be a little risky. Be willing to take the risk, okay? Because when you don't take the risk, you're gonna end up with the same results that aren't really in a space of working for you, right? If you know something's not working, you've got to try from another angle, come from another perspective, ask another one's opinion. And we've all heard this before. Rome isn't built in a single day, okay? It took time, it took energy, and it's gonna take some time, and that's okay. Are you willing to put in the time? Are you that passionate about it? Are you that excited? Because that's what you want. That's the drive you want in life, is to be so excited about it that you're like, yes, what's next? What do I need to do next? And the truth is, it does take time. It's also taken time to get to where you are right now. So imagine all the time it took to get you to where you are right now. So imagine now you have to take time to get to where you want to go next. And the good news is it won't take the entire lifetime to change. It's just going to take some time. And of course, it depends on how much energy and focus you're putting into it. Success takes time, and that's just what it is. It's not going to be immediately overnight success, but it's definitely worth it. So I hope you enjoyed my share today on universal law, cause and effect, okay? Everything has the cause and then the effect, the action and then the reaction. So fill up your car with gas and it will get you where you got to go, okay? Eat healthy foods and your body will function at its optimal best. Think with positive thoughts and you will attract, you will connect, you will vibrate positive energy, and speak your truth. Speak it out loud, share it with as many people as you can, because the reality is it's coming in, okay? The cause is I'm saying it out there. This is what I am, this is who I am, this is my life, this is my dream, and the reality is it's coming back at you tenfold. So thank you so much for joining today. Thank you, Katie. Hi, how are you? Hi, Courtney. If you have questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out and ask. I would love to hear from you all, and I hope you have an incredible day, and I will see you all soon. Big hugs to everyone. Thanks so much.